All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach very well, who honor this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in our true faith and sincerity. And also, Shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And on today, man, just basically getting on this land, America is going to end up being like the Wild Wild West, like back in the day. Now, I typed it up in Google. Why is it called the Wild Wild West? It says the Wild Wild West was the name given to the western United States during the period of settlement, particularly in reference to its frontier lawlessness. Now, real quick, let's look up this word lawlessness. I'm just going to be a regular Google definition. Lawlessness, regular Google definition, a state of disorder due to a disregard of the law. Another word for lawlessness, anarchy. And it's no coincidence that they have these different movies like The Purge, and they have these different sayings like defund the police, not knowing when these things actually come upon you people, you're going to fall apart. You're going to be shaken. Because again, these people here, especially in the West, is the most craziest people in the world. Not only is these people insane mentally, these people have guns and weaponry. Even in France, they gotta use knives and machetes and katanas. In India, they got clubs. But over here in America, they got guns for you niggas, man. So again, the spirit of the Wild Wild West is gonna come back hard and worse than ever. And really, it's just going to be the time of Jacob's trouble, man. So let's go ahead and get a couple of scriptures. Let's go right here in the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter. And let's start at the first verse. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, who will stand up for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book." And that's it, man. Because at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai know how bad it's going to get out here, man. That's why at the beginning it says, at that time Michael shall stand up. Because you're going to have to need a divine intervention or a divine inspiration to be delivered in the days that we're coming in, man. But Jake do not consider. Jake don't realize how bad things are going to get. And really, these people do not know what they're asking for when they talk about defund the police, man. Because soon as you do that, it's going to be a snowball effect of bad events. Whether it be people breaking into other people's homes, whether it be murder, rape, and robbing, all these things are coming back, man. And this is the things that you people have asked for. Let's get some in Isaiah 32, what that is. Yep, this is the book of Isaiah 32. I'm just going to start at verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." So these people that's, with feminism, that heavy liberal spirit, hey, for the lack of better words, that put you in a careless state, thinking that you're owed everything, thinking that basically everybody's supposed to bow down to you. You're going to see how it truly feels to be a woman in the time of Jacob's trouble, especially when you don't have no protection. Because these people, especially the end of protection in this period, it's the police. She can run into Esau. When you can't run into Esau, what you going to do? Let's continue on. It says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." And that's it, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord is setting up these times, especially here in the latter days, to bring forth the judgment. That's why it says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease," man. because you're in the spirit of being relaxed. You in the spirit of nothing can possibly go wrong. But in one day, will everything fall, man. And not only for you, I mean for you niggas too, because he even says in the scriptures how these mighty men is going to be turned into women. When these young niggas run out of sticks and they run out of bullets and everything be a even level, what you going to do then, man? Ultimately, these people are not going to have any hope because they didn't choose to fear the Lord. Let's go ahead and continue on. It says, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars. Yeah, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. So for lack of better words, things is going to get turned upside down. And again, we fell from a high state from back in the day. It was a point when we was on top and we turned down into the bottom. But at the end of the day, in order for us to reach to that top again, we must hit rock bottom, man. So again, through much tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom of heaven. So these troublesome things, these bad things happening, whether it be in the form of the famine, whether it be in the form of Jake missing the old times, for the lack of better words, all these things must happen in order for the kingdom to come, in order for prophecy to happen. That's the main goal, man. That's the main thing of the name, man. The spirit of prophecy being made manifest upon the planet Earth. And a part of the spirit of prophecy is bad things happening. Let's get this real quick. It's the book of Salaki. Let's get this in this article. This is an article from March 2024. It says, like choosing between a hedgehog and a porcupine, U.S. braces for presidential election no one wants. And that just shows you the downfall of this kingdom. And that also shows you that Esau trickery isn't ranking anymore. They still have some hardcore Trumpers. They still have some hardcore liberals. But at the end of the day, everybody is basically on the same level. They're trying to pick the lesser of two evils. Instead of you picking the Lord, you're going to pick the lesser of two evils. It says both candidates are disliked by majority of Americans, and 45% believe a Joe Biden, Donald Trump rematch is bad for the country. Now it's a Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, but it's still the banner of Joe Biden, man. Let's read a little bit of this. In the past years, the first phase of the general election has involved at least one of the presidential nominees introducing themselves to the broader public, presenting their case for taking the country in a new direction. And again, the only direction America can go to is down, man. It's only going to get worse and worse as time goes on. Actually, you voting in these different presidents is making things worse, man. There's going to be new laws, new decrees, and hopefully, Lord willing, operations side, they get more draconian, man. Things get more worse as we get closer into the end. Let's read a little bit more of this. It says, but that has been rendered unnecessary this year. Former President Donald Trump and Joe Biden are very familiar to the American electorate, and they are broadly unpopular. I think this is the worst election in my lifetime, said George, a Nikki Haley supporter from Gainesville, Virginia. It's just terrible that we don't have better candidates. And that just shows you, man, that the people that Esau is putting in the rulership or putting in the position of control is not benefiting the planet Earth, man. It tells us that in the book of Sirach, the 10th chapter, the wise judge would instruct his people. And the government of a prudent man is well ordered, And we can clearly see that the kingdom of this society is not well ordered, man. For an example, Joe Biden was in the race, and they had to jump down and put Kamala Harris. That's out of order right there, man. Let's go ahead and get a precept, man. Go ahead and quote it. Because again, it just shows you that when Esau is in power, he's destroying people mentally, physically, mentally and emotionally, man. Let's read this real quick in Sirach 10:1. A wise judge which instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. If your system was perfect, It wouldn't be no need to elect somebody every 4 years, man. It's flaws in this society. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell in the city. Such are all they that dwell therein. So basically, if the leader is wicked, the whole city is going to be wicked. If the leader is a LGBTQ, the whole people is going to be a LGBTQ, man. If the leader is a woman, then the spirit of womanism is going to break down to all these Americans, man. You know, because it just imagine her in front of the face with Trump, man. Imagine her face to face with Rocket Man, you know. Let's go ahead and continue on. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right there, the unwise king destroyed his people, man. Because you're not the representation of life. You're the representation of death. Everywhere you go, death follows. No matter if you put a so-called black person in office, it's still somebody, you know, in those black suits whose line go back into the line of Edom to Amalek, who's actually controlling the shots, man. But these people don't understand. They don't know what's going on in prophecy. But the water Yahweh for the Lord telling us and making us aware of the things that's coming ahead, man. Because again, let's say if what that is, January the 6th chapter, let's say if Kamala Harris getting in office, let's say if that wouldn't happen. Now let's say if Donald Trump getting in office, it won't happen on the liberal side, man. So basically, it's a lose-lose situation over here, man. You know, let's go ahead and end it off right here in the book of 2nd Ezra. Because again, one thing Kamala Harris is talking about is defunding the police, and one of the things that Donald Trump is talking about is bringing back the guillotine, man, and these draconian laws. You know, let's go ahead and get this in 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Yes, woe unto these wicked people, man. These wicked niggas. You know, guys in the spirit of being feminine. Guys in the spirit of just giving up. You know, these people are in the spirit of nothing can ever happen into Babylon. Guess what? Very soon, you're going to realize you a damn fool for trusting in this wicked ass place. Let's go ahead and continue on, though. That's why it says, woe, destruction unto you. You chose the path of the destruction, and that's what you're going to get. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's even race wars, but, you know, political wars, man. You know, Esau going to try to flip it into a race thing, but it's really going to be a political thing. Religious wars, you know, you better not come down, you know. The Bible Belt is going to be a major, they're going to have a major stand through the spirit, which I believe, just speaking as a man, but it's going to be a major stand with that, man. You know, these people are not going to bow down unto that left-handed agenda, because all love is a left-handed agenda, but that liberal agenda, man. You know, in the North, a lot of people in the North in different countries are not going to bow down to that conservative agenda, you know. So let's go ahead and get this real quick, continuing on. It says, matter of fact, let's get this in Isaiah 19 and verse 2. It says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. They're Democrats versus the Republicans, man. You know, it's only going to brew up into something more dangerous. Again, once it's a talking of defunding the police, it's a talk of executions, it's a talk of treason. All these things is going to come into effect. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, man. So again, the Lord is basically letting Esau take out himself. You know, Jake think they're gonna you're gonna march your way into the kingdom. No, Yahweh Ba'ashim Avashai got this destruction on autopilot. All you gotta do is sit back and preach and watch these things happen. And we can see it happening, man. So let's go ahead and go back. It says, let's go back to this article real quick. Let's jump down. Because again, these people do not want to deal with the Republicans, or nobody want to deal with this, man. showing you that those things that Esau have been doing for years is running out, man. Wisdom is perishing from teaming now, man. You know? Let's go ahead and read a little bit of this. Where is it? Here you go. It says, I want to see the country survive. I don't think it will under Trump, he said. But he added, I don't think Biden is a particularly good president right now. I can't be president. I know what my limitations are. I am in better shape than Biden. So everybody is actually really just even jockeying for position. Because even when you go into the liberals, they actually forced Donald Trump to get down. Forced Joe Biden to step down and let that girl Kamala step up. And let's say if she even get into the office, I believe, man, that she's going to push forth a very heavy, draconian way of life. What else should you expect for somebody who was in California, who was indicting Number Jake on simple charges, man? Let's go ahead and continue on, though. Let's continue on. Let's finish it off right here in 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 15 again. It says, for their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard kings or priests. And one thing that these people are not going to respect is your mayor, your senator, your governor. All those things are going to be thrown out the window when you're hungry. Let's continue on. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're going to trust in themselves and trust in the government, man. That's why they're talking about defunding the police. And that's why the government is talking about being more draconian. So again, Lord willing, man, things speed up and prophecy continue to make itself manifest. And Abaratazah Yahweh Hashem shall bring the destruction. So Lord willing, this video was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to my apostle and others, great millstone, and Shalom.